Children, we have talked about the water cycle before. Remember, the sun's energy is used to evaporate the oceans and soil moisture and lakes and rivers, and that water rises because moist air is lighter and land can get warm and cause the air to rise. Rising air expands because the atmosphere has low pressure and then it condenses, forms clouds, releases energy. So we have this nice water cycle that drops rain somewhere, drops snow somewhere, and creates this constant movement of water. And then we talked about the winds dragging the ocean, and that creates waves. And then there are, of course, tides from the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun. All this movement of water is also augmented, supplemented by humans building dams and creating artificial storage of water that can be released through the gates at high pressure. What is the use? You can use turbines, just like windmills in the atmosphere. You can use turbines in the water to use the movement of the water to turn the turbines, and every time you can turn the turbine, you can have a dynamo and convert it into electricity, which then we happily use. What's the good thing about this energy from the water? Most of the times these are natural processes that are giving us energy. When waterfall happens, there is water at a high level and gravity just lets it fall at high speed that we can use. Or when we build a dam, we build a gravitational pressure or a pressure difference across. You can open a little gate and rush all that water through. But dams can have a lot of negative effect. When you store so much water behind the dams, you submerge a lot of the land and displace people. You affect the ecosystems, and all that old water sitting there can begin to produce methane, and even the water in front is now depleted of all the sediment and the nice fertile soil that could be coming through if the dam was not there. So even the downstream farmers can suffer because the supply of sediments and fertile soil is stopped. And of course, fish on both sides can suffer, and other species that live on water, and birds and so on that depend on those species in the water and so on. Okay, so dams are used for storing water for agriculture, for drinking water, and for energy, of course. But water is a good source of energy, and it is renewable in most cases. So we need it, kids, we need it.